Hello, welcome to the Blue Shell Review. I'm Chris Taylor. Joining me is the No Fear Matt Chapman.
What? I'm scared of him. He's scared to split Johnny's as well.
Yeah.
Illegitimate children.
The No Doubt Alex McMullen.
No doubt. Don't speak.
And the No Sense Craig Clark.
Yeah, I'm with that.
This episode's theme is couch multiplayer, and to kick us off with this one, or sit in a couch with this one, I'm not quite sure which, is Matt Chapman.
Okay. I am gonna kick off this episode.
Is this going to be?
Shush!
You got
It
3
is.
seconds in. Well done.
It is.
It's
Nice.
Overcooked.
Oh, fuck off.
Why do you hate gaming?
It's not
Whilst
gaming, is
doing a
it?
gaming video podcast.
Yeah.
It's called torture.
No.
It's called torture.
No. Let's
On a
get at
fucking
least
screen.
some way into introducing the game and describing it. Right?
If you're married, don't play
Well, I was married.
Yeah. Maybe
Um,
that's what it was.
it. Maybe.
yeah.
Wasn't.
It obviously
Overcooked.
obviously wasn't his looks.
Overcooked.
Put it in his little mushroom.
Papa
You-
Smurf said it was.
You leave button mushroom alone.
Overcooked.
Overcooked is, in my opinion,
Shit.
the ultimate cooperative multiplayer game. Right? It's a top-down view. It's very arcadey, very
I'd say more at the
cartoonish.
side, on top, like at that angle.
It's what they call it. Technically, it's not top-down. It's something
Diagonal.
something metric.
third person view.
DoodlieMetric.
Stop doing that, man.
DoodlieMetric.
No, it's the word for it.
DoodlieMetric.
It is.
DoodlieMetric.
DoodlieMetric, telescometric or something. You fucking look it up.
So Overcooked is a DoodlieMetric game.
It's a DoodlieMetric camera view where you control 2 or 3 or 4, however many you're playing, chefs in a kitchen, and you have to achieve the target score by completing the orders. So in the top left-hand side of the screen, your orders will come up, what's required. So it will start off, at the start of the game, it's something quite simple, like it'd be a tomato soup. So you've got to control your little characters and run around what starts off as quite a basic kitchen. And you have to say, chop 3 tomatoes, put them in the pot.
It's still twice the size of my kitchen.
No,
Yeah.
you don't put the tomatoes in the pot.
You do put them in the pot.
I do.
What do you do then?
If you're making tomato soup.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not in real life. In Overcooked, all it requires is to put 3 tomatoes in the pot. Yeah.
it does.
Which I do realise would just be a plate of tomatoes. But in game world, that constitutes a plate of tomato soup, right? So you have to...
tomatoes.
A plate, yeah.
Not a bowl.
It's plate.
No,
it's
it goes on a plate.
Yeah, it goes on a plate. Yeah.
Soup
Just
goes on a
don't.
In game world,
If
yeah.
you really want to just pick...
See, physics gone out the window completely already.
Yes.
Do they heat up the gazpacho soup? Not the Gestapo.
The Gestapo soup.
Gestapo soup. It is the good soup! Drink it! Now shower!
So you put your tomatoes in the pot, you take the soup, you serve it up, and then you get points. And by the end of the level, you have to try and achieve the target score by serving as many dishes as you can and not making any mistakes. Obviously, if you put the wrong ingredients in it, then you lose points, and if you fail to get the orders out on time, you lose points, right? But as it goes on, the game gets absolutely fiendish with its level designs. It's so clever, right? And it forces you.
Gives us an example.
It forces you to work as a team. So, for instance, right, I'm going right from the beginning where you work in like a basic rectangle kitchen with just like one pot and a serving hatch. Fast forward all the way to near to the end of the game, you'll be on things like you're on a moving spaceship that's got different rooms, and you have to use a teleporter to get from one section of the spaceship to the other, and you'll find that like...
So realistic.
Yeah, realistic. Yeah, oh yeah, it screams realism.
Yeah, I actually remember there was a level on this game that I actually really enjoyed because it was like a pirate ship. Am I right?
Yes.
There was a pirate ship, weren't there? And yeah, it is very colourful and it's very frantic.
You get a level on a pirate ship, and then further on you get another level that's on a pirate ship, but just to make, this is what I mean about it getting more and more complex, you'll require certain ingredients. So the order might come up and say you need to make a cheeseburger, and on that cheeseburger it needs lettuce, tomato, whatever, right? And all your ingredients,
Cheese and a burger.
yeah, but all your ingredients are on floating platforms that float around the edge. So you're on a pirate ship that's in the sky, a floating pirate ship, and then all your ingredients will be on floating platforms that move around and around. So you've constantly got to keep on top of things and figuring out where your
ingredients sort
ingredients
of float closer to you in order to get the item.
Yeah. And you have to communicate. You have to communicate.
I do
And
actually
this is
remember.
where-
I do actually remember a part of this game that I actually did really enjoy.
What, smacking your wife around the head with a tea tray as she failed to get the orders right?
No, when I press the power button, stop the thing
Yeah.
off.
This is the only reason that he doesn't like it.
This is the only reason why I'm now single.
because he's never had a decent person to play it with. Have you?
You should play with Matt.
He'd probably rape me.
That's two reasons you should play with Matt.
Right, anyway, point is, Overcooked, fuck off. It's good.
Best review ever. Yes, this is Guess the Sound. This is the game where one of us will pick a sound from a game from any era and the rest of us have to guess what that sound is. This week, Craig will be playing the sounds and me, Matt and Alex will be guessing them. Okay.
So what are the actual scores at the minute?
0-0-0.
No. But we carry the scores on, don't we? So you
Well,
got
they're
one. No,
mixed,
you won one. I won the one before. So we're on one each.
Yeah, both of us have won a game.
He's on zilch.
I won.
Yeah, you two both won a real or fake, and you two
Fishman.
both won a Guess the Sound.
Fishman,
And
wanking
Jizzy
simulator.
Well, actually, yeah, it was Seaman,
Seaman, yeah.
and what Matt would call in the other one was Wanking Man.
Or as we call it, Matthew the game.
That guy that was doing that did look a bit like him, didn't it?
He's going, overcooked. I've got two! I'll take two!
Anyway, Craig,
Right.
sounds.
So, I've kind of done it slightly different than usual. I've got songs associated with games.
Okay, so you're going to play the song, we've got to
So I'm
guess the
going to play
game.
the song and you've got to guess the game. So, does that make sense?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, so the first song.
Oh no, yo, oh no, you didn't. Sucker tried to play me, but you never paid me, never. Oh no, you didn't.
That's the thing.
Payback is a coming, you will be running forever. Oh no, you didn't. Until I get my vengeance, I will never end this mayhem. Oh no, you didn't. I'm a mercenary, you ain't got a prayer, you owe me. Oh no, you didn't.
You said
Fortnite.
no.
Is it a Call of Duty?
No.
I'm not even going to throw a get because I've
No.
not a clue.
Okay, that was Mercenaries 2. Okay. So, yeah, song number 2. It is playing.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction.
I'm thinking Life is Strange or something.
Aperture science,
That's style, isn't it?
we do what we must because we can. For the good of all
These are
of
all.
us, except
No,
No,
that was the end song called Still Alive to Portal.
that's very important.
No?
No, I have played it, but
You didn't complete it, obviously.
The next one.
play with yourself.
Number 3. Still no points to give him.
They send you a letter to come back home to play, but to your dismay, this isn't your day. For the happy fun time has begun to fade. Watch as we reanimate our corpses you abandoned, dismantled or mishandled, but we won't be skipped and swayed.
No.
Oh, was there any more to that?
I've got 3 seconds left of this song. Give up?
Yeah.
Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Fucking hell! Man.
Okay. So this is song number 5.
Bendy and the
No,
fucking.
It's just wind.
Yeah, I'm not counting that as a song yet.
Sounds like something from inside. Russia.
No,
Bioshock.
Destiny.
no.
Is it a Japanese game?
Oh, I know that one.
Oh, Neon.
We've done 50 seconds. Give you a clue, it's on the PS2.
That's why I thought it was on Russia.
I can't remember.
No? That was Tenchu, Wrath of Heaven.
Oh, then I didn't know.
Okay. It's the ninja game where you play ninja running around.
There's lots of ninja games.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you know.
Where are you going to get this last one?
Oh, Resident Evil.
1 point!
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
That's
Wins
sound number
with
5.
1 point.
I give up.
Okay, what I'm going to talk about is, obviously it being couch multiplayers, instead of being one particular game I'll talk about, I want to talk about the epicness that was couch multiplayers on one specific console. The
Game Boy!
N64.
The N64, thank you. The first game I want to talk about is Goldeneye. Goldeneye, as everyone knows, is an absolute giant when it comes to first-person shooters.
Let's be honest though, we've probably got enough time in this podcast to go through every game that came out for the N64.
Well, I'm going to go through, the games that I think.
Yeah.
The one game on
There weren't many
N64
though,
I was actually good at.
Yeah. Goldeneye, yeah, you were good at Goldeneye. But Goldeneye, like I said, it was a giant when it comes to first-person shooter, an absolute giant when it comes to multiplayer. And it really was so fun just sitting around with 3 of your mates, controllers in hand, just playing this game. There was a particular level on the multiplayer that we always played, and it was Stack. There were other levels that were good, Facility, Temple, things like that. They were good levels.
They were alright.
They were good levels, but nothing compared to the brilliance of the way that Stack was made.
By levels, you mean the multiplayer map?
The arenas, yeah, the arenas.
What?
Stop being facetious.
No,
Let
it's
the
right,
man
isn't it?
speak.
Because by levels, he could have meant like a single player level or something.
We're talking about
couch multiplayer, but yeah. But Stack was so well put together because there wasn't anywhere in that arena where you were safe really. There was always other points that, where you could be shot from behind or from the side.
Secret
There
doors.
were never anywhere that you could sort of say, well, I can hold up in a corner here. You can never camp on a map like Stack.
No. You couldn't really
no
camp
way.
on any of them though, could you?
Well, no, not really.
See, I never played GoldenEye with you lot. I used to play GoldenEye with my real friends. And all I ever remember about the game is there was one lad, it was like his brother, older brother, phenomenal at the game and would always headshot you. And as soon as he'd done the headshot, he would scream out the top of his voice the song Zombie from the Cranberries. The in your head, to the point of you would go past his house and all you'd hear is him shouting that song at everyone. And even now, I can't hear that song by the Cranberries without thinking of him shooting someone in the head, going.
Well, there were a couple of little sort of little things that happened in GoldenEye that I wanted to point out. One of them was that you got to a point you played, especially with Stack, you played it that much where you knew exactly where someone was going to reappear when they got shot. So if you timed it right, you could basically get to each point as they appear and shoot them again and get to the next point where they never had a chance to pick up a gun or even get out of it.
Exactly.
And the other thing is obviously, as anyone who's been following online, is that Oddjob was a very small character.
I still think he's it
Totally
the same
wrong.
as everyone else.
In the game, Oddjob was a very small character.
Is it Mark? Because they're exactly the same.
No,
as
they
everyone
were
else.
not.
I'm sure they
If
were.
you shot above his head, it didn't hit him.
He did.
It didn't. That's why people chose Oddjob. The next game, Alex is not going to like, and I'm not going to go too much. Not going too much in this one because we mentioned it last week. Is Mario Kart, and again the multiplayer. But what it's the battle mode that never really gets a mention. And the battle mode of Mario Kart 64 was just brilliant.
I love battle.
Again, there were 4 arenas on this, but there was sort of one again that we particularly enjoyed, and it was Block Forts.
Is that the one with the yellow, blue, green?
The 4 Block Forts, yeah.
Pedantic much?
Block Forts, again, it was so well put together where, you know, there was no way of getting out of things. You always... It was inevitably, it would end up with somebody behind you or someone in front of you. There was always something going on. It was designed well, so there was always a battle somewhere going on that map. And the last game I want to mention is Lilac Wars.
Oh, I knew that would come in. Brilliant.
Anyone who's not living in England, that is Star Fox 64. And again, the online thing, very different because the arenas were much bigger with Lilac Wars because you were in a spaceship and moving up faster and things like that. But learning to do things like the barrel rolls and the side, turns and things like that on that game, and we all had our own characters as well. It was very blocky graphics, but you got to remember it was the N64. But we had so much fun playing all 3 of those games that most of our sort of 90s childhood was brought up on those 3 games alone. This is Real Effect. This is our new feature where one of us will sit and describe a game and the others have got to guess whether that game is real or fake. This week, Matt will be showing us a game and we've got to decide whether that game is real or not.
Okay, the game that I would like to discuss today is called Hi Ho Cheddar.
Why do you think it's going to be fake?
I've actually heard of this game.
What would you like to know?
I don't know.
What do you do in it?
You solve puzzles.
When you say you solve puzzles, do you mean as a sort of like first person? So you're the person solving the puzzle, or is there an actual character that's solving the puzzles?
There's a character. It's a bit of a mixture. It's not just one type of gameplay. It's the kind of thing where I want to compare it to something. Has anyone ever seen, and if you haven't seen these, then it's going to screw me. Have you ever seen a series of games called Professor Layton?
Yeah, it's a bit like
on the Nintendo DS. And all
what's the one with Toad from Mario that did one as well?
Oh, that treasure.
Yeah,
sort of. Yeah, but it's basically like it's an adventure game. It's for kids, really, right? And it's based on a series of kids novels.
Cheddar.
It's Cheddar the Mouse. That's who you play as. Cheddar the Mouse.
Is that It's on the PS4.
Do you know the problem we've got now is because he knows the game exists, we all know it's real.
No, because he might be trying to throw you off the scent. He doesn't want you to win, does it?
I've no idea.
It's not on the PS4.
What's it on?
It was on the PC, and then the later ones. There's about 16, 17 or something, and you had to solve. And it was like all these cheesy scenarios because there were.
Oh no, you didn't. You didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Jesus, scenario.
He didn't even mean to
Not
do
even
it. You can tell.
There. I'm not going to say anything else, right? You lot are just going to ask me stuff.
Okay.
Well, what's
How
the
many
point if you're
levels
going to say
are there?
anything else?
How many levels are there in the game?
Oh Christ, I don't know. And it's not levels anyway. It's just little. That's why I compared it to that Professor Layton. It's like you.
So it's a big story. You stumble across a person.
So you go over to a chest and you've got to solve a puzzle to unlock the chest, right? And it'll be things on the screen where you've got to like slide things around into place or whatever, and then you've unlocked the chest.
Who makes it?
Oh, Virtual Toys.
Virtual Toys made a video game.
Virtual Toys.
I've heard that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Cheddar's a mouse.
How quickly did you get through the game?
I'm not playing it.
He's just telling us about
I'm
it.
just asking you. Hey, if you're all right. You've not played it?
I don't.
Okay, so then we'll sort with you then, Craig.
I'm going to go with real because it sounds like the kind of crap game I'd play.
Fair enough, Alex.
Real.
There aren't any racing cars in it.
Well, I'll go fake then. So Matt, reveal to us, is it real or fake?
It's fake. You bloody moron.
Well done.
So there you go.
Well done, Matt. And I got a point. I saw through your facade.
And yours. I was going to do a review on a game I absolutely love.
When you say I was going
I
to,
was, because I can't remember if I've already reviewed it before.
which is
Left 4 Dead.
no,
Good choice.
I
just
thought I had.
to
You
make this-
spoke about it a fair bit, but you've never actually.
To make
reviewed
this
it, no.
simple, you've only ever reviewed games that you've never played.
Yeah. Have you
Oh,
played
no,
Left 4 Dead?
nah, he did play Quap. He just didn't like it.
Just didn't like it, remember?
Or games that are free.
And I think you'll find The Forest I have played.
Ah,
You have
I've got-
now, yeah.
I've got that. I've never played it.
So Left 4 Dead then.
Left 4 Dead. It was going to be Gears of War.
Okay.
Another good game, but Left 4 Dead.
Is it Gears of War a couch multiplayer?
I mean,
It is in that it's dual player, so you can play as Marcus or the other guy that no one remembers. I see what I did there.
And
Terry.
Left 4 Dead is basically 4 people on,
Left 4
on,
Dead
on
can
a
be
couch.
4 player, or it can even be 8 player.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Couch? Or
Not on
online?
couch, online. It can be
So 4 player on.
four player
couch.
on couch, 8 player online, but you won't be talking to the other 4 people because they're normally the infected people that fight against you.
Right.
But Left 4 Dead, made by Valve, rumour has it that they will be making the Left 4 Dead 3,
no, that has already been, yes.
only
That is-
when I think Valve go bankrupt and need to make a phenomenal amount of money in about a week, because if the moment that game comes out, it's...
I don't remember that they're bringing out a remastered version.
I heard they were, but I don't think they are, because what they did with Left 4 Dead 2 is they gave you all of the original levels remastered within the second game.
The only thing I'm not too keen on with the Left 4 Dead, or games of that sort, are the wave sort of thing, where you just keep getting waves coming at you. You've just got to kill them, and then the next wave comes.
The
So like,
the
a bit
thing,
like the zombies in like Call of Duty.
Or the strange brigade,
the thing
or
with-
anything like that.
the
I
thing-
like the multiplayer
Yeah, yeah.
aspects, and like chilling out with your mates. But the thing is, after a while, it sort of gets a bit grated on me.
the things you can do with Left 4 Dead, if you're playing the campaign story, is you get them waves
Yeah.
if you dawdled.
Right.
And you always end up dawdling because some idiot
Yeah.
will decide he needs a frying pan as his main weapon. Just because
Was there
the
a proper
noise
story?
within Left 4 Dead, the idea, the story for Left 4 Dead is you are one of 4 characters who is a survivor.
Yeah, I have played it, but I don't even remember. All I remember is running around shooting
Yeah.
stuff. I don't remember
So-
if there was a real
in a
story.
cabin.
Depending on the level you picked, depend on what story you were doing. So if you were playing No Mercy, the storyline was you're basically stuck in a hospital and you've got to get out of the hospital via a helicopter.
It
And it
reminds
took
me a lot.
4 stages to get there.
Reminds me a lot of that. Was it Dead Island?
Dead
Yeah,
Island had
Dead
a
Island's-
story to it though, didn't
Yeah,
it?
that
I
was
know it had a bit of a story to it, but like getting
a
out
lot,
there.
a lot of Left 4 Dead's real hidden story is actually when you get into one of the safe rooms and you sit there and you read all of the graffiti on the walls and stuff like that. There's so much. You've got people.
You know how to
writing-
have fun.
Yeah, you've got people writing stories to their kids because their kids aren't with them and they've managed to get to a safe house, and it's like, if you find us, get to this place. You had Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2. Your main 4 characters changed within each game. The voice acting, except for the first one for Lewis, was crap, but the rest of the characters were brilliant. The second game, all the voice acting were phenomenal. When Left 4 Dead 2 came out, they had
What made the voices phenomenal?
just the way that they interacted with each
Natural.
other. It just felt natural. You had in the first one, Francis would complain about everything.
Of course, they don't have conversations with themselves
Oh
in the
yeah,
background.
if you depend on who you're playing, your character doesn't tend to talk that much, but they'll have conversations in the background.
Similar to Dragon Age.
Yeah,
Pretty much. Yeah.
Juno.
You've told me about it. That's what he told me about it.
on
Or he
our
sort of insulted me.
Facebook page, we've got, you know how we've got Iclops, we've got Ginger and all that, you know, and I've got Gnome.
Yeah.
Now, when I played Left 4 Dead 2, I ended up with the nickname Gnome. because
Shocker.
There is a level called Carnival, and you got an achievement if you carried Gnome Chomsky. So you basically had to go to this like shooting thing, shoot all the ducks, and it unlocked a gnome. You got an achievement if you carried the gnome all the way through the rest of the game and carried it onto the helicopter with you when you got off, and everyone in your group got Gnome Chomsky as an award. I had the gnome, and I thought the easiest way for this is if I throw the gnome onto the helicopter, I can shoot a few more people and get on the helicopter and, you know, help them out. So I've thrown the gnome down, stood on the helicopter shooting, just as the last character gets incapacitated. Because of that, the game ends. And I'm instantly the survivor, but I wasn't carrying the gnome. So for ages, all any of my friends would say to me is, don't drop the gnome, Craig. But Craig dropped the gnome.
No,
So I ended up doing
fucked up.
it for ages.
That is impressive.
That is impressive.
Right, we have actually got the return of a popular feature from the first season.
I want to say it's that popular.
This is Alex's little known gaming facts. So, Alex.
Little known gaming fact. Little known gaming
Did
fact.
your balls just drop?
Yep. So, I'm putting a little bit of spin on it this time. And it's basically questions of facts. And I want to see how many of you can actually get them.
Are they facts or questions?
Right. Questions that are facts.
So,
I'm just
little known
wondering
gaming
if,
questions.
I'm just wondering if any of you know them. So, many of the Koopalings
The Koopalings?
from Super Mario
Oh, Cooper! I thought you had just said the
are
word
named,
couplings.
are,
Really?
named, are named after what? Or who?
King Bowser.
No. So we think of their names.
It was King Koopa.
No. Right? So the Koopalings from the Super Mario games are named after famous what?
Ballerinas?
No.
Porn stars?
Tommy Cooper.
No. You'll kick yourself.
Janitors?
Musicians.
Okay.
You've got Iggy, Lemmy, and Ludwig.
Ludwig?
Ludwig.
I can say.
Beethoven.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, can I just say?
So in Fallout 3, when you fire the Fat Man,
Yeah.
the noise, the ding,
Yeah.
okay, is from what?
A till.
No.
Oh, is it the hammer hitting the...
Right, can you demonstrate the thing?
It sounds like, you know, when on the old-fashioned tills where they open the till, it's ka-ching.
Yeah. Do you know what? Do you
Is
know
it
what
got
it's from?
something to do with a Geiger meter?
It's from the Bethesda Works cafeteria.
Bethesda? What's
I
a
can never
Bethesda?
say it properly.
Bethesda.
Bethesda. It's from their cafeteria.
What from their cafeteria?
Is it their till?
Is it their till? Because it's I bet it's a till.
Lunch bell.
Lunch bell?
Lunch
But
bell.
what is...
Dinner is served, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so the voice actor who played the Master Chief in every Halo game
Yes.
is more famously known for what? What's his pastime? Or what did he do in the past?
I don't know.
He was a radio DJ.
I didn't even get the chance to answer that one. Did you?
No, he was a radio DJ. No, he's got a lot to go through, that's why. You know he's done this just so his little known game of fact doesn't become a story.
What was the first game played in space?
I know this.
No.
You want us to all say Space Invaders?
Before he says,
Space Invaders.
no.
Mine is bigger than yours.
Go on, what is it?
No, that's the game.
No, it's not.
Mine is bigger than yours.
No, it's
No,
not.
it is.
No,
Genuinely.
no, it's not.
The astronauts were up there.
Playing Tetris.
Actually, I think you'll find Leica played Red Rocket.
Computer game.
Sorry.
Ubisoft's long-running and highly successful Assassin's Creed series was originally going to be a spin-off of what game?
Oh, I did know this as well. I can't remember what it is.
Prince of Persia.
Yes.
Right. So the Xbox was almost called what?
Oh, I know this. Oh,
Was it almost called
is it?
Hi Ho Cheddar?
No.
I think
No. I've got this.
it was actually a program that was on the PC.
Oh. Not Crossfire, not Xfire.
No.
It's got X in it.
X Direct, no. Not
Yeah.
X Direct. DirectX.
That's
Yeah.
it. It's gone called Direct.
X Direct sounds like a
Direct
website
X,
I've not
yeah.
been on.
All right. So the last question: what game do they think the Atari failed with, and buried all the contents of that, all the versions of that game?
I know
E.T.
this.
E.T.
There you go. Well done. That was quite fun, wasn't it? Yeah.
Anyway.
I just thought I was just trying to do a different thing. That's all.
Yeah, it was different. And yeah, And on that score, bye.
Is that it?
I need a drink.